So I guess TFH has been around a long time now. It's over 20 years, I think. It started with just a few pastors in the city of Liverpool who wanted to come together and say, what would it be like if, as leaders, we came together and asked God what He wanted for our city? Not just doing our own thing, but actually praying together, working together, churches coming together for the sake of our city. And that's how Together for the Harvest started. And over the years, probably about 50 or more churches have been committed to working together, not just in our city, but right across the region. Right from as far north as St Helens, down as far south as the Wirral, over to Southport and Runcorn, all across this metro region, pastors, churches working together. And we've kind of defined it as being around reaching every man, woman and child with the good news of Jesus in a 10-year time frame. And that's the challenge we feel God's given us. How can we work together to see that happen? Because, we believe that every single human being, every man, woman and child deserves the opportunity to hear, to see, even to smell or taste this good news of Jesus. And so we want to help churches get confident in doing that. We want to help leaders work and pray together. We want to see pastors actually forming shared ways of reaching people in their neighborhoods and helping small groups turn themselves inside out so they can be effective in actually reaching their neighborhoods and the groups of people that God's given them contact with. Yeah, you're absolutely right. People are always asking, how can I get involved with such a great, exciting vision? And we've made it really simple, and 5 simple ways. Number 1, people can connect with us, and the way to connect is just give us some contact details so we can, on a regular basis, let you know what's happening, tell you about the exciting things that are taking place, stories of lives being changed, opportunities for training and encouragement and prayer and coming together. Number 1. Number 2, to actually start to pray. Pray with friends in church. Pray in your small groups. And pray for people who don't yet know Jesus. As we start to pray for those people, the third thing we can do is actually share the good news with them. We've all got a story to tell. We've all got some experience of Jesus. And it's easy, really easy, just with a little bit of training, which we actually do with the Brighter course, to learn to share our story and to talk about Jesus. I was just with a taxi driver last night and just began to share a little bit of God's love with him. Gave him a little tiny wooden cross, and he said, "Oh, that's amazing." He said, "Have you got another one? I want to give it to my wife." I said, "Yeah, just happens I do." Gave him a second one, and he went away just with that little bit of insight into the good news of Jesus. Just a few seconds of conversation we can share. The fourth thing we can do is actually grow, because as we share our faith, we grow in our faith. But we also help to grow our churches, and by praying and sharing, we're growing God's kingdom. We're growing our churches. We're growing all the wonderful people that God's given this good news to. So together, we can actually have greater impact and greater influence in our neighborhoods, in our communities. And the fifth thing we can do is actually, all of this takes resource, and we'd love it if you felt able to invest just by becoming a member of Together for the Harvest. You get to be a member of the Evangelical Alliance as well at the same time, and you get their 6 magazines a year, Idea magazine, and it's not a lot of money. It's just a few pounds a month, just to say, I actually want to sow into this vision. I want to give something towards it in a practical way. We'd love you in any or all of those ways to get involved.